everyone, my name is Chloe and today I'm here to give you my Kindle Clear Out Readathon TBR. So if you haven't heard of the Kindle Clear Out Readathon, it is a readathon being hosted by Bree from In Love and Words, Steph from Steph's Romance Book Talk, Avery from Avery Loves Books, Bree from Falling for Romance on Instagram, and then also Witty Reads on Instagram. So I will link one of their announcement videos down below so you can get all the details. But for the purpose of my video, it is a readathon that runs from September 28th through Sunday, October 4th. And the goal is to read everything that is on your Kindle that has been just sitting there, not getting read, not getting attention. And so pick this up and just read off of it and try to clear it out, whether that means getting all the unread books off of it, which would be impossible for me, or just reading some of them, just getting a chunk of that cleared out. And so there is a bingo board that has both prompts for reading as well as action prompts. And I think I will be doing all of the action prompts and most of the reading prompts. But what I'm really going to do is just focus on reading what's on there that I need to read. And if it fits the prompt, great. If it doesn't, that's okay too. So let's just get into my TBR. So one thing that I'm going to do that will fit a prompt is read an e-arc. So if you are not on NetGalley or Edelweiss or anything, those are both two websites that you can use to get e-arcs, which is advanced reader copies, early copies of books that have not been released yet. And so if you're not on those, let me warn you, they are so addicting. You get on there and just request, and some of the publishers take a while to get back to you, so you don't know if you've been approved or denied, and it feels like when it rains it pours, like you will always get an onslaught of a ton of books at once, and that has kind of happened to me for October. So I have a lot that I need to read by October, and now my version is relative. I know some of my friends have like hundreds of books on their NetGalley shelf, but I like to keep it really manageable and really small. So I have, I think 5 right now. And so the goal is to read the first 4. I've got 2 Christmas and 2 non-Christmas. So the Christmas ones are Seasons of Joy by Annie Raines. And that one is about a single dad who is a Christmas tree farmer. I think he's got 2 girls. I've got 2 girls. I love Christmas. I actually have not read Annie Raines, but I've heard very good things about her. So I'm really excited to read that. The next Christmas one is A Christmas to Remember by Jenny Hale. This one is also about a single dad and a nanny. She goes, and she's his nanny, I guess, and he works all the time, and so he's missing all these precious moments with his girls, and I just think it sounds so heartwarming. I do love Jenny Hale. I hope it's a great one. The other ones I have on NetGalley that come out in October are The Woman I Was Before by Carrie Fisher. This one is about a woman who takes her daughter and runs away, completely reinvents herself, and she moves into like suburbia, and she doesn't fit in with the other women. I don't think. She's just very envious of them, and then like some sort of accident happens that like shakes up everything. So I'm really excited to read that. I've read some Carrie Fisher before, and I think she's kind of hit and miss. She doesn't stand out either way to me, so I need to look, but I'm still excited to read it. Next is The Cookbook Club by Beth Harbison. I love Beth Harbison, and I feel like she does not get enough love on BookTube or anywhere because she is a great women's fiction author. And so I'm going to be reading The Cookbook Club, which is about 3 women who come together in this cookbook club. I think it's called like Must Love Butter or something, and all of them have different things going on. It's just the perfect women's fiction for me. I have really high expectations, so I hope that one doesn't let me down. So that's 4 that come out in October from NetGalley. And so if you've been watching any of my vlogs, 4 is kind of ambitious, especially because I am in the middle right now of As Bright as Heaven by Susan Meisner. And I've had this out from my library for like a week and a half, and so I've only got a couple days left, and so this may roll over to Monday, and if it does, I'm going to try to finish this because it's been on my Kindle for way too long and it needs to go. So that's 4.5 maybe, but you know, I'm going to be ambitious and continue to tell you more books on my TBR. So next I have Sisters by Kelly Coates Gilbert, and this is one that I picked up a while ago, and then I decided to put it down, not because I wasn't enjoying it, but because something else came up. And so it's one that I have had downloaded from Kindle Unlimited forever, and I have a physical copy on my shelves, and so I just really feel like I need to get it off, and I need to return it, and so this is the perfect excuse. Again, it's about 3 sisters who come together, all have their different issues, a women's fiction. I've never read this author, but I hope it's good. Then next is, let's see, I have 2 on Audible. I used to have Audible ages ago, and then I found out like I was not using it. I just couldn't bring myself to pay that much for an audiobook that most of the time I only listen to once. But I got 2 that I think I may listen to multiple times. So the first one is Body Positive Power by Megan Jane Crabb. She is an Instagram influencer, and she's just all about body positivity. And I just feel like as women, as people, we all need to hear body positive talk all the time because it's so hard to change the way you think. And so the more you hear it, the better it'll be, I hope. The next is Eve of Man by Tom and Giovanna Fletcher. I love Giovanna Fletcher, and she writes a lot of like parenting books, and she does a podcast called Happy Mom, Happy Baby. They're British. I just love her. And so this one is a collaboration that she did with her husband, who's Tom Fletcher. He's a big musician, mostly overseas. I don't hear much about him here in the States, but he also writes children's books and other things. And so they came together. This is an adult book. They both wrote it. I've watched some interviews about like their writing method, and I'm just so interested to read it. So that one's also on Audible. And so that is my potential TBR. That's like 7 books. I don't even know. I probably won't get through but 3 or 4, but I like to have options, and so that's what I have. So that is my Kindle Clear Out TBR. If you are participating, let me know. If you have a TBR video or something, let me see it down below. I am going to be vlogging, and I'm going to try to split the week into 2, so you get 2 vlogs. But we'll see. We'll see if I have anything interesting to talk about. I don't know. When I'm not reading as much, it's hard. But so that's it. Thank you for watching, and we'll talk to you later.